and welcome to Recon Specialist TV. I am your host, Patrick.
And I am Padre.
And we're going to be going through all the things for the Trident Class Starfighter, Squid Monster. You know, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Yeah. We've... it's just so much.
We watched it on stream for AMG, and it functioned gloriously. We were super impressed with the scenario that's going to be, in the box. It's going to be a two-parter. Already, it's got a solo mode that comes with it, a dual mode or co-op mode, and a versus mode. So there's, as you can see right there, there's an AI that comes with this. Not bad. We've seen FFG try to create the AI for second edition when it comes to ships. This is actually a personal AI for this specific ship, which I think is, we all screamed it when they came out with their AI. No, you need to come up with it for individual ships. What a great way to start with Epic.
Very true. Now the question is this a design from AMG?
No.
Or is this a design from FFG?
It's FFG. AMG made that abundantly clear while they were streaming. They're like, we didn't design this. We just happened to, show it on or we put it out on the showroom floor, basically. So, I commend them for admitting that.
So this is new old stock.
Yeah, new old stock, basically. Yeah. Which, thank you, FFG.
Yes.
Great start. So, we're going to get through it as fast as we can, but with as much dignity and whatever is possible, because my producer is rushing me now. So, it's got tentacles.
Just trying to keep our videos compact enough that you, the viewer, will enjoy them.
Exactly. But nobody leaves any comments to let us know how the video... Actually, people do. Leave more comments. And, yeah. So, this thing has tentacles. It's a grappler. And...
Grappler.
Yeah,
That's such a 70s wrestling name, right
the
there.
The Grappler, yeah.
Grappler, you just see him.
I want to put a note, right where... I want to put a note here. It's like, can't wait for this in Armada. This thing's going to be able to rip apart some Epic class ships because it just clings and just drills into it. So, let's start with Grappler, +2 hull, -1 shield. This is for the title of the Trident Class Assault Ship. While you perform a drill beak attack at range 1, if the defender is tractored, treat it as being at range 2 instead.
0 instead.
Oh, I'm sorry, 0 instead. I swear, I saw 0. 0. That's a pretty big band to catch someone, especially, we'll go over the dial. I don't think that's going to be very hard to get that to go off.
No. It's almost like there's a magnetic thing that happens when you have a large, huge base ship on the mat. It's just like, I gotta go touch it.
Yeah.
I gotta touch it. And
it
doesn't matter what ship it is, but you, at some point you go, oh, I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna kill everything else that's on there. And it's just like, oh, I gotta shoot it. I gotta do something to it.
I don't know why. One of my biggest fears is being in some sort of vessel to where, the outside of the vessel is not humanly safe and something is grappling it and drilling into it, because there's literally nothing you can do about that most times. That I've never been to space. I don't know why that's a fear I have, but yeah. This thing is very scary when it comes to the game table.
You've been to Detroit, and it's very the similar kind of frightening things that happen in Detroit could happen in space.
We have friends in Detroit. They won't like it, us bashing Detroit. All right, you go ahead and read Trident. Another good one.
Trident gives you +1 on your energy. And what it states here is, after you overlap a ship or a ship overlaps you, if it is not tractored, you may spend 1 energy. Oh, isn't that nice? They give you an energy with that card.
Yeah.
If you do, it gains not 1, not 2, but 3 tractor tokens.
Yeah, we talked about that briefly because most ships in X-Wing, from, small to large, they only take 1 to 3 tractors to become tractored, so this thing is a tractoring monster. When it comes to epic ships, it needs 6, so, 2 turns. You just make sure that there's something that keep those tractors on you. You can't get rid of them, and I think there's a card that does that later. So, yeah, I love that card. And side note, I haven't seen the actual ship card yet, so we don't know what the ship's side ability is. I didn't see it. I didn't see AMG mention it. And we do know points. It's a
they may still spoil it at some point.
At some point. We wanted to wait because they've been putting out little bit by little bit by little bit, and we're like, let's wait. And then all of a sudden Friday happened. We're like, oh, awesome, we're gonna get to see everything. We still didn't get to see everything. No. And we forgot to mention 90 points for this thing to field on the table. So I'm
sorry, but 90 points is not bad.
Oh no, I'm fielding like 3 of these. So Pneumodian Grasp. -2 to your hull, but after you perform an attack, you may perform a red evade action while you defend. If you are evading, you may roll an additional defense die.
It's one of those. I'm generally not a fan of these type of cards where it's like, look, we're gonna take away your hull, but we're gonna give you an extra defense die, and it's like, I don't have that much to begin with.
And it's probably gonna have either 0 to 1 defense die. If you know, please leave a comment below. Again, didn't see it while they were streaming or didn't hear about it. Yep. Did you, Robert? Did you see or hear about the pilot? Yeah, I didn't either.
No, and I do know that it can take a where you beef up your fore aft.
Oh, reinforce, yeah.
Reinforce, thank you.
And the problem when you take a red action, that immediately reduces your energy by 1 because you have a stress. It doesn't it takes away an energy, it doesn't reduce it.
Yeah.
And so with a reinforce, if you get 1 die to defense, and then all of a sudden you're rolling, that's 3 technically dice. One of them is an auto evade as long as it's minimum to 1 damage. If you have this one leading out front, maybe performing the charge, I could see it happening.
Could be. I don't know. One of those things that we'll have to try out.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll just have to try it out.
We're trying this out.
We'll just have to try it out.
We're trying everything. All right. Go ahead. Nautilin's Revenge.
Nautilin's Revenge. You almost need to have a big white fluffy cat when you do that one,
I love that.
So, right off the get-go, it's -2 shield or 2 hull, but you're getting 1 shield back, and you're getting another energy. And what it states,
I like that.
Before you engage, you may spend up to 2 calculate tokens, and if you do, you're going to recover that many energy.
Yeah, that is.
Get rid of 2 calculates, get 2 energy back.
Yeah.
And we know that epic ships live and die by their energy.
Yeah, and also separatists live and die by calculate tokens, and there's lots of things out there that let you keep those at the end of the turn. So, yeah.
Yeah, and so this, I would say right off the get-go, seems like a pretty good card.
Oh, yeah, that's a solid card. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The Trident, I really like. The Grappler, I really like. So I wouldn't mind running 2 of the Tridents, one with each of the, or not with each, but one has one title, one has the other. Maybe the third one has this one.
Yeah.
Because you just want that thing coordinating and doing lots of stuff with your other ships. But yeah, I mean, I like this one a lot as well. Man, I wish you could put multiple titles on a ship, but
hey, now this is an attack wing.
I know. All right, this one I do like because it's very thematic. Droid Crew. It gives you a calculate into a red target lock while you perform a white focus action, treat it as red instead. So basically, it's a droid crew. It punishes you for pushing to take a focus. But at the start of the end phase, repair all of your face-up crew damage cards. That's pretty big.
That's actually pretty huge when you really get down and start thinking about this, especially with the Separatists. Let's face it, their crew is,
fodder.
Robots.
Yeah, they're basically robots.
Can't get away from it. It just is.
Yeah. Well, I love to calculate into a red target lock. That's a good combination because I'm sure there are ways to boost that to where you're taking multiple calculates at the same time. And I don't remember exactly how many damage cards are crew damage cards, but I know that most of them are annoying to where you can't use crew cards and stuff like that. So this is a great addition. Don't know points yet. Hopefully they'll release them, before the ship comes out.
Would be nice.
I know. Well, so they did say that they're not going to release new points or next wave points till like the end of the summer. So chances are we're going to get these released with the ship, but we won't actually get a points update with it. I mean, but who knows? AMG could be lying. All right. Corsair Crew, Robert.
Corsair Crew. While you perform an attack against a standard ship, you may spend 1 hit result. If you do, the defender gains 1 deplete token. Done. Boom. There you are. Here. Enjoy. And the good part about this Corsair Crew, it works for the Scum faction.
Yeah, it works, and that's the thing. I believe they're saying that this can be taken with Scum as well.
Right. So here's your second Scum ship.
Yeah. So this is a great scummy crew card because there's so many. The immediate first thing that I saw with this in my mind is ions. When you shoot ions, you do 1 damage and the rest get turned into ion tokens. If you're shooting at a small base ship and all of a sudden you score 4 hits and it rolls, the defense dice and you're like, oh, how many ion tokens am I assigning you? 3? Put that down to 2. And now I want you to gain a deplete token and 2 ion tokens. Yep. There you go. You're now ionized and depleted.
Yes.
And the same thing with thread tracers. You shoot at something with, 1 to 0 defense dice. You score 3 hits. You're like, I'm sorry. How does that work? Yeah, get rid of this 1 because it's while you perform an attack. You may spend 1 result. If you do, the defender gains 1 deplete. So you not only lock the junk out of them, you also deplete them. So just pay attention to stuff like that. It's going to be very interesting. Unfortunately, you can't take this with regular. I would love this in a regular actual crew slot. Because if it took up a crew and a gunner, not a team and a gunner, because I would immediately throw this on like Bosk, so that you could spend the crit, and turn it into two hits, and then spend one of those hits to all of a sudden give something a deplete. Oh, that'd be so scummy. I mean, because it's scummy.
Yeah, it is. It just is.
Oh, absolutely. All right, these ones are the most craziest rules and regulations.
I know. I love them.
Yeah, AMG did apologize because they forgot to put this in with the article, the most important parts, and they did do them on screen. So
yeah, tracking torpedoes are the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the bomb, they're the missile.
It doesn't. I'm telling you, I love what it does.
All right. Well, so go ahead, read it. Tracking torpedoes.
All right. During the systems phase, you may spend up to 3 charges to launch that many tracking torpedoes. So not 1, not 2, but hey, let's launch 3 of these puppies out there. Now, this is where it gets better. You launch that many torpedoes using the 3 banks or the 4 straights templates. Each device must use a separate template. Then each device may acquire a lock on an object you have locked, ignoring range restrictions.
Yeah, that was even more odd. So it's each device must use a separate template.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
that's just.
I mean, when go ahead.
That's just so cool.
So explain. Do you understand what that means? Explain that to me.
Okay, what that means is early in the game you have target locked ship A.
Mm-hmm.
Target locked ship A has gone somewhere off into the far corners of the map. You decide, well, I'm not going to be able to catch up to them. But these will, and you launch up to 3 of these. They automatically target lock a ship that you have previously target locked. So that could be that one that's off in the way yon distant corner. These things are going to track it down. They're going to do whatever they can. You're going to fly them like a ship. So I'm going to do a 3-bank here. And you see where he goes the next turn, and I'm going to do a 3-bank here. And you are going to chase it down, and you're going to split these things up so that not only are you coming from the rear, but you're coming from its flanks.
So, to me, it says you must use a separate template. So one has to 3-bank left, one has to 3-bank right, and one has to 4 straight. You can't have them all 3-bank left.
It doesn't say that. It says you have to have a separate template. So to me, I'll bring 3 sets. I have no problem.
I love it. Yeah, and then each device must acquire a lock on an object that you have locked. If you don't have anything locked, it doesn't have to lock that turn. And don't worry, there's ways around that.
Right.
Oh, let me see if I can make this bigger, because that's definitely not big enough. So, I mean, basically it's saying that these things are tracking you down. When at range 1, they go boom when they have something locked in their arc. It doesn't say, I believe, ship. It says something to the effect of whatever it has locked.
Right. So if that is a structure, a remote, or a ship, it's going to detonate.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't know what structures are yet.
There are examples of it. There are such thing as structures already in the game. Here we go. So, it's activation phase, no effect. Engagement phase. At this remote's initiative, which
is 0.
Is 0, yeah. It also has 3 hull and... Or no, what is it? 3 evade and 2 hull?
Right. So, I mean, people are going to try and shoot it down.
Oh, yeah, I would.
If you don't, you're going... This is such a good weapon because... Okay, do I take the thing that is coming at me and is going to do very bad things to me, or do I take care of this ship at this particular moment?
Yeah.
It's adding another ship out there that's hunting you down.
Yeah, because it says if an object on which it has locked is at range 0 to 1, it detonates. End phase. During the end phase, if this remote does not have any lock on the object, it must acquire a lock on an object that's within range to 3, if able. That's the other problem. If you target lock a rock, because you're just like, all right, I got to target lock something, and then you forget and execute the maneuver, and that object ends up in its front arc, you're gonna blow up. Doesn't affect the rock. Doesn't say that it blows up the rock. It just deals damage. I really wish it blew up the rock. After this remote is destroyed, roll 1 attack die. On a hit or crit, this remote detonates. So even if you get it to range 0 to 1 and it's not having you locked, and somebody shoots at it, it blows up. When this remote, well, you roll a die to see if it blows up. When this remote detonates, each ship, remote, and structure at range 0 or in its front arc at range 1 rolls 4 dice and suffers 1 damage for each matching hit or crit result. Wow.
4 dice.
Yeah. So
and if you luck out with 4 crits, ouchies. If you luck out with 4 hits, ouchie. Split the difference, half hit, half crit. Ouchie. No matter what, ouchie. Your best bet. You're at this point. You are begging for blanks.
Oh, it's everything at range 0 to 1.
Yeah,
that's insane to me. All right, 3 hull, 3 evades. That's what it is, which is pretty beefy for a freaking missile.
Yes.
I mean, seriously. That's going to be your swarm killers, your squadron killer.
Yeah. You got some guy who's running 4 ships in a tight formation, and you send that at him.
Yeah, which is ironic because the droids love flying very cheap ships in a very big formation and just lots of firing. So like this is going to be terrible when it's against them.
Yeah, yeah. You got those guys who are flying the 8-ship swarms, and this is just going to ruin their day.
Basically,
Go to this.
This is the most impressive part of this ship. Go ahead, Robert.
All right, so here's our dial, and I love this dial. I really do. It's got a lot of red on it, but that's okay. It's a slow-moving ship. You're going to get the blue movements back. We'll start at the 0 commands. There's an all stop, which is, we've seen that before. There's a left and right bank, a 0 left and right bank. So that's basically pivot in place.
Yeah.
Then you go right to your 2s, and your 2s are blue. You have a left, you have a straight, and you have a right.
That's very
They're
impressive.
all blue. They're all blue. So when you do that red maneuver over there, ooh. Now let's talk about the other 2 maneuver. It's a red maneuver. It's a 2 backward. A 2 backward. I love it. Then you got your 3s. 3s, your banks left and right, white. Your 3 straight, blue. So if you got to get out of Dodge quick, hey, don't worry about it. I've got a blue maneuver for that. Now we go to the 4s. 4 straight. Very common, right? Oh, this is great having a 4 straight on an epic ship. Oh, by the way, now we're going to do a turnaround.
So
4K.
Everyone's been asking.
Ship.
Everyone's been asking, how does it work? Do I have? This side.
Top side.
So basically, you've got this. It's going to execute a 4 straight, and then you literally just rotate it and sit it back down on the table 180 degrees.
And then you look at your opponent and go, hi there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that covers the 4 turnaround. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, let's have a white 5, shall we?
5 straight.
On an epic ship.
Yeah,
And as we talked about that 2 maneuver, the only 1 maneuver you have, I didn't forget about it. No. I wanted to talk about this last. A 1 backward white maneuver.
I think
I'm just going backwards.
The 4K with the white backwards. 1 backwards. Because, again, epic ships don't follow the same rules. When they execute a red maneuver, at the end of the turn, for every stress they have, they, flip over an energy to its red side, and then it can replenish its energy. So, 4K, oh darn, I lost an energy. Then it's now directly in front of you. It's, drill beaking you, ripping you apart, and you're like, okay, well, that's fine. I can get away from it. It's like, no, 1 reverse.
Yeah. No, with no penalty.
No penalties whatsoever.
Just going backwards. Thank you, but bye.
And that stays in front of you with its beak, and it just keeps ripping into you even further. So this, I've seen it flown. Robert saw it flown. Everyone's just saying how much of a beast this is. The fact that it's 90 points scares me.
Yeah. And the only way to describe the ship is beast-like.
Yeah, it does not really fly like a normal epic ship. It doesn't behave like one.
It behaves like a Humboldt squid in the ocean, which is, you don't want to get around it because it'll just do horrible things to you.
Exactly. So, we've played several epic matches. We've even streamed them over on Recon Specialist TV. When you play epic, you do focus on an epic ship when it's on the table. You do. But most of the time, it's not your primary, focus. It's usually the squadrons, because those really do put damage through the epic ship is there basically either for coordination or just like a lot of pop shots for the first couple of turns. This thing is leading the charge.
Oh yeah, yeah. This with anything else that is fielded onto this separatist side.
Yep.
It's you're gonna have a tough nut to crack.
Oh yeah.
This is a moving Atlantic wall from World War II. That's what this is. This is just like, I'm gonna be in your way.
And I know they posted it already, but I was looking at the upgrade slots that it has. So I know it has, the title slot, obviously. It's got, I believe, 2 cargo slots, 2 hardpoint slots, which is very important because we're about to go over some of the upgrades. And that was, I think, like the main thing that I noticed was I want to know how many hardpoints and how many cargoes. So you can start dual equipping stuff. So let's continue on. We've got enhanced propulsion. Equip this side face up. At the start of the end phase, you may spend 2 energy to execute a white or 1 bank maneuver.
Yeah.
I mean, holy God.
Yes, because if we remember on our dial, our 2 straight is a blue maneuver.
Well, this is a white-blue maneuver, but my problem or concern is when epic ships overlap things, damage is done. Well, not guaranteed, but it can be.
Yes.
Or I think it can. I think it is guaranteed. I'm sorry. Against the epic ship, you have to roll off. But basically, this thing can 4K, grapple, and then at the end phase, if it has energy left, it can then execute a maneuver and overlap you again.
Yes.
And shoot you to the back of it.
Right. And by the way, it's giving you damage.
Yeah, and giving you damage.
Because you got whacked by an epic ship.
And
this thing is so slippery with its maneuvers. You got somebody sitting next to you, and you're just like, well, I guess I'll just stay here in place and, swing my back end around and just, oh, did I hit you again?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm sorry. I'm so clumsy. I'm sorry. Here's your 3 damage.
Yeah, and even if you decide to go in head first, you can then 4K behind someone with an epic ship. And then you can boost on top of them and shoot them behind you again, and then execute another 4K maneuver. This thing's going to be absolutely epic. No pun intended.
Now, I do believe that there is a backside to this enhanced propulsion.
Yes. We haven't seen it yet, or at least I haven't seen it.
It's going to be something of something, because it's either going to be drill beak. And the reason I say that it's going to be drill beak is because it has the same hard points.
I know, but there's no way to flip them. I'm sure what happens is when you receive a critical, it gets flipped over. Or it might be that that's the ship's ability. After you perform these things, that's when you flip them over. But yeah, you might be right, basically.
Who knows? I've been wrong before. Many times.
We're wrong all the time.
My wife. Just ask my wife.
That's true.
I'm wrong a lot of the time.
We're wrong all the time. Drillbeak, go right ahead.
Drillbeak. Equip this side face up. You can perform this attack at range 0, which is very, very bad.
Yes.
And it has a bonus attack. If you want, spend a energy. If the attack range is 0, change all hit results to crit results.
Yeah. Well, actually, I understand range 0.
And this is an aft.
Yeah, this is out the back, not the front.
Yeah, this is all aft. For your range and everything, and it's got a 0 to 1 for the range. I mean, so anything in your rear arc, ouch.
Yeah.
Especially at 0 to 1. Actually, and if you're at range 0, well, hey, you know what? I just rolled 3 hits. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to spend the energy and give those to crits for you.
I mean, I want to find it now because oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, 2. Oh, I'm sorry. It only has 1 cargo. That was the problem. It has 2 hard points, 2 crew, 1 team, 1 gunner, 1 torpedo, 1 command, and that was the cargo. So you can't. I wanted to fit Drillbeak with enhanced propulsion, and also
you can't.
You can't. And I wanted Trident and another card that's going to come up soon. So you can't, which is very smart of them.
Right.
I mean, honestly. So you can't Drillbeak and enhanced propulsion, because that was the first thing that came to mind. I'm like, oh, cool. I can do all of my shenanigans, and then after that overlap you. This is after I've, drilled into you, tractored you, and do all that stuff.
Yeah, you wanted to go with the full Monty, and
I did.
It's not going to let you.
All right. So, tentacles. Also,
Vector tentacles.
out the rear, 1 to 2, it's, a munitions setup. Equip this face up. So again, when you suffer crits, it'll flip these things face down, and it has certain penalties for it. It's a bonus attack. You can spend 1 energy and just keep doing this over and over again.
Yeah.
2 dice.
3 times.
2 dice. 2 dice.
6 dice, isn't it?
It says the bonus attack at the top. I'm sorry, my memory's a little fuzzy. I don't think that first bonus attack actually counts. I think
it's just telling you this is a bonus attack. It tells you on your first bonus attack you spend an energy. On your next bonus attack, it's an energy. Your next bonus attack, it's an energy.
I know.
So with this card, I mean, you're looking to lose 3 energy, but let's face it, it's an epic ship.
Now I want to look up because I think that's first bonus attack is free. Because now I want to look up an epic ship and figure that out. Actually, I might have written it down. Let me see. Drillbeak. No, I didn't. All right, we'll just say that it doesn't.
Yeah,
that's actually the worst way to do it. Just say that it doesn't. It's fine.
And then be happily surprised if you can.
Exactly. So, okay, there it is. Yeah, the ion cannon battery, the targeting battery, and the point defense battery, all of those just have bonus attack, and then their normal spend 1 energy. I'm saying I would rule that first bold bonus attack is free. You don't have to spend an energy. Everything after that is 1 energy.
Okay, so you're going to get 8 shots for 3 energy.
Yeah.
There's your action economy.
And that's after, overlapping something and doing damage to it. And
this thing is a brute. I mean, this ship is designed to get into your face and beat you. Literally beat you. Just, I'm going to bump into you. I'm going to push you around. I'm going to grapple you. I'm just, once I get close to you, I'm going to kill you.
Mm-hmm. You basically keep crushing it. And that's like to overlap another epic ship. That's why it's range 0 to 1. Because when you do bump an epic ship, it backs it up. So I'm glad they made it 0 to 1, because that's the other thing. You can't really bump other ships either, because as soon as you do, they get pushed to the back of your ship. So there are certain instances where, you probably can overlap a remote, and because that's not going to move, but you can deal damage to it.
Right.
So with an epic ship, to sit there and hit it with 8 dice is going to be pretty brutal. You strip the shields off of it.
And with some of your weapons, which, I mean, if you use your cards right, it's turning all your hits to crits.
Exactly. And so you just basically, you overlap an epic ship, you strip its shields, and then your team actually does the rest and just completely starts busting into the hull.
Right.
Because epic ships do regenerate shields. All right. Proton Cannon Battery.
I like this one.
It's basically a heavy laser cannon. Except
it's a Proton Cannon Battery.
In the reverse. Change hit results to crit results. And bonus attack, spend 1 energy.
And I like that. With the bonus attack, you're going to change 1 hit to a crit.
Yeah.
With your bonus attack, it's going to spend energy. And then you're going to change 1 hit to a crit. Oh, wait. We just did that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bullseye.
So again, these are both bonus attacks.
4 dice.
And you
4 dice, range 2 to 5, Patrick.
Oh, and you don't have to spend energy to shoot these. You can just shoot them. And if you want, do you have an energy? You can spend it for another crit if you want.
Well, sure, okay.
If you want to get around to it.
But that is a range 2 to 5 bullseye attack with 4 dice.
Do I have
4 dice?
I do have a range ruler somewhere, but range 5 is basically like from, and this is from like here to I'm out of room. 2 to 5 is a very big range ban, especially when you're moving last with these epic ships.
It's huge.
And that takes up a hard point and 1 cargo. So I mean, I'm planning on running 3 of these because they're so damn cheap. I would not mind taking one of these with extra energy. I want to look up which. I'm not going to go all the way back. Basically, give it some extra energies, an extra shield, and then just throw proton cannon battery on it, and then just slowly encroach on the enemy, one forwards, and then just have that nice range 5 band, and then my other 2 can just swarm and crush things. So that's my plan. I don't know what you guys are planning. All right. Martuk.
Martuk.
All right, go ahead and read it if you would like.
2 U's. Well, no, I'm just saying it's 2 U's.
I know.
The 2 Utes.
Oh, 2 Utes. Jesus.
All right, I'll read it. Setup. After placing forces, choose one friendly wing of ships with calculate on their action bars and place that wing in reserve. Just, it's just waiting. I'll get to it.
Yep.
Then during the end phase, you may place that wing within your deployment area or beyond range 2 of any enemy ship. Then you may choose one enemy ship at range 0 to 1 of you. Each ship in that wing acquires a lock on it.
Yeah. That's
just
brutal.
Disgusting.
That's very
just
brutal.
Disgusting. That. But I mean, look at the character. He's just sitting there like, yes, we're going to do this. He just looks like he's a calculating bastard.
So he is a crew, and then he also takes a command. So he takes up those 2 slots, which is
right.
That's a lot. I'm assuming he's going to be a lot of points, probably around the 5 to 8 mark. Okay,
but I would say he's worth it.
Oh, 100% he's worth it. I mean, to all of a sudden allow all of your droids to get target locks right out of the gate while just like appearing on the board, that's insanity. So General Grievous, again, command and crew. You're going to see a lot of that. They take up the command and the crew slot. During the engagement phase of Initiative 4, you may spend 1 energy to perform a bonus attack. You can perform attacks against friendly ships. After you perform an attack, if the defender was destroyed, each friendly ship at range 0 to 2 of it may perform a calculate action.
It's like Grievous. It's kind of a brutal card.
Yeah. Kill something to, make them work faster.
I don't care if you're on my side. You are displeasing me for whatever reason, or I need to sacrifice you in order to give a bonus to somebody else. You're toast.
Which you always see him just all of a sudden backhand a droid, rip its head off, and the rest of them like, oh no.
He's at it again.
Yeah, so you spend an energy, perform a bonus attack. I don't think there's anything to say that once you perform that bonus attack, you then can consecutively do more bonus attacks after that. But you can't do more than 1 bonus attack per turn. So don't think that you're going to just spend it, and then when it comes to your actual shooting phase, you're going to do that same attack again. Can't do that. I checked.
And you were depressed, I know.
I wasn't depressed. No. So when I see these things, I don't want them to exist because I don't want them to all of a sudden make the game not enjoyable. It's like, oh, great, you brought a Trident class with this trigger. You're going to attack like 20 times in a turn, and the game's over. Good game. So nobody wants that. I don't want that, even in Epic.
No.
All right, go ahead and read Asajj Ventress.
Asajj Ventress. Once again, command and crew. During the systems phase, you may spend 1 force token. If you do, each enemy ship in your front arc at range 0 to 1 gains 1 strain token unless it chooses to gain 1 jam token. So it's giving you choices.
There's options.
And I mean, it can also do a focus into a purple, force coordinate, and it, you've got that force charge +1. So Asajj is not going to hurt you.
For the scum, I mean, it's good to have force on your side. This is unfortunately for separatists only, but
separatists are scum, huge ship.
Well, no, this one's for separatists because she says, I know it's all out, but she's separatist only.
No, I'm looking at the card.
Oh, it does say Separatists and Scum?
Separatists or Scum.
Oh, okay. Ship. See, there you go. It's good that Scum get a little bit more of the Force users, because they don't. It is epic. It's not 206. What were you gonna say?
It's a different animal.
Yeah. So I do like this, because, of course, this ship is going to love to be range 0 to 1. And you just spend a Force, make it gain a strain token, which is all the better.
Here's your choice. Here's a strain card. Your strain token. I don't want a strain token. Okay, well, here's your jam. Well, I don't want that. Well, then here's your strain.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
you get to pick. Which one do you want?
Well, because you're going to be doing so many range 0 to 1 attacks on these things, you're going to want all the defense dice you can get. Yeah. All right. This one, I had to research a little bit.
You got to say the name right, though, man. I just love saying
Hondo Anaka.
Hondo Anaka.
Yeah.
I mean, he just sounds cool.
So it's during the systems phase, you may spend 1 energy and choose 1 friendly ship at range 0 to 1. Move 1 of your victory counters or your... basically just a remote token or whatever that scenario entails from its ship card to your ship card, or from your ship card to its ship card. It's coordinate into a jam. God, why?
Because he's Hondo Naka.
And he comes with 2 charges. So, I mean, you can do that multiple times.
Yep.
My favorite thing about this is I had to go through all the scenarios and figure this out. So this works in atmospheric entry, all wings report in, key cargo, and I said intel pickup because I wasn't 100% sure. Like, those are the scenarios currently. I mean, if you make your own homegrown stuff, or if new ones come out, of course, he'll be more viable. But as of right now, I think that's all he can be used in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't use him in...
That's a lot.
Oh, that is a lot. I mean, I was like, Ace is high, but you don't have 2 ships. Thank goodness.
But, I mean, he's gonna be a good playmate for you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you know, and besides, I mean, it's Hondo.
Oh, yeah. And also, he does not work with remotes, because there are certain scenarios to where you'll put the counters on remote cards, but those aren't ships. This specifically says ships. So there you go. He works only with ships, and you have to really pay attention to the rules, because a lot of the rules will say when X is destroyed, that player gains the victory tokens, not that ship. Or you got to make sure that the rules say place victory counters on ship's card, and then that ship is holding those victory counters. So just pay attention to that, and don't try to steal things from remotes, because you can't, or move things between remotes, because you really can't. All right.
Then I think we're going to the Zealous Captain.
I forgot to mention with Grievous, GA 175. So you basically get 2 calculates after something dies.
Okay.
So GA 175 is a tactical droid. That's when something dies, each droid gains a calculate token within a certain range of it.
Yeah.
This one is after something dies, it gets to do a calculate action. So it would be gain a calculate, do a calculate action if it hadn't already done that turn. And then on top of that, whatever action that they did originally, unless they did a calculate action to begin with. But, I mean, that's pretty brutal. To have all of a sudden all of your ships just have calculates out the wazoo, especially if you have, munitions and more modifications, and also the network calculations going on. I mean, oh, Jesus Christ. It's going to be brutal to have that many calculates when you do destroy finally something, all of a sudden everything just gets 2 calculate tokens. It's going to be ridiculous. All right. Zealous Captain. What do you got, Robert?
During the engagement phase, at Initiative 4, you may spend 1 energy to perform a bonus hardpoint attack.
Yeah. So with that one, that is a huge ship. So that can go with anybody.
Yeah.
It's not faction specific.
No, which is nice that they spread a little bit of more love and joy to the other ships.
I think that's a really good idea because you already have Grievous. You're going to have the next card, I believe. Yeah, Rift Tamsin. That one shoots at initiative 5.
By the way, great name.
Oh, I know.
Rift Tamsin.
Well, it's also a shark head.
Yeah,
shark
I know.
Head.
I mean, dude, you are Rift Tamsin.
Exactly. Yeah, this is, again, Separatists, huge ship.
Huge ship, yeah.
You get to attack at initiative 5. You spend an energy. After you perform an attack, if the defender is dealt 1 or more face-up damage cards, it gains 2 strain tokens. So
just a little added bonus.
I swear. It's you're just going to see so many different combinations because I would love to put this with the Trident and have it something be tractored and strained because those do stack. And all of a sudden it just gets nothing and you're just rolling pure dice.
Yeah. I think you're going to like the next card. Go for it, dude.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is the what I want with enhanced propulsions, the Trident. Yeah, just end phase movements as well as being tractored. So this is a card that is not faction specific. You can take it with anybody. During the end phase, each ship at range 0 to 1 cannot remove its tractor tokens.
Ouch.
So if you all of a sudden just assign 3 tractor tokens to an epic ship, it doesn't remove them, and the next turn it gains 3 more. Before a tractored enemy at range 0 to 1 reveals a dial, you may spend an energy. If you do, while that ship executes a maneuver, this activation, it reduces that speed of that maneuver by 1 to a minimum of 1. So for those of you who really like to be, shifty with whatever cards or fast ships or nonsense, no, get over here.
Yeah. No, sorry.
And
you're not going where you thought you were.
And it's not to wrap my head around this card, it's not specific to something you have locked or any ship that is tractored at range 0 to 1, you spend an energy.
Yep.
And then it's just stuck. So, yeah, wow. Home run of a card.
And it doesn't say it has to be from your ship that did the tractoring.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing there. It's just if you're tractored and in range 0 to 1.
Are you tractored? Yes. Oh, well, then, yeah, you can't remove it.
No, you can't remove it either.
No,
what do you do?
No. Wait a second, but you didn't tractor me. No, that's the best part. No, you may have got a tractor for fit, but you can't remove them now.
There's already other cards that do that to where you keep your tractor tokens. Like there's already Ketsu. You can throw that on there as well. And I think Ketsu is as if you're in the Ark. I'm gonna have to read this because he's killer on an epic ship as well. Where are you, Ketsu? Oh no, I'm trying to put Ketsu in there. Here we go. At the end phase, you may choose one ship at range 0 to 2 in your firing arc. Doesn't say mobile arc, front arc, just says any arc. Mm-hmm. If you do, that ship does not remove its tractor token. So all of a sudden, you could really bump this up and go crazy with it.
Yes.
So you can take the tractor technicians, and you can take Ketsu on another ship and just create a huge bubble of things that don't remove tractor tokens, and then just make sure that your tractor technicians get within range 0 to 1, which won't be hard with enhanced propulsions.
Right. I wish we knew the cost for these cards, because I think this card might be the most action economy card there is. Because if this is cheap enough, because it's such a, let's face it, it's one slot.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm thinking that could be one of the most dangerous cards out there.
And there it is. You couldn't write a more stapled build. Trident, tractor technicians, and then enhanced propulsions, just to make it to where is it? Enhanced propulsions. I skipped past it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I'm so excited, moving way too fast. Did I go past it again? I did.
Not yet.
Hold on, it's in here.
You're going to Grappling, right?
Oh, what happened to the card? Is it not in here anymore? Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it.
Right.
Yep.
Oh,
So
9/10 the charm.
yeah, hey, don't worry, I'll get it in editing. So yeah, you've got that nonsense with the tractoring, moving during the end phase.
Those 3 cards stapled onto a Trident class ship.
Yeah,
That's your staple right there.
exactly. You can't.
Here,
I mean, you
here,
can't do it
I'll
with
even put it out there.
but you
Staple.
can do it with the tractor tentacles.
Yeah.
So you can easily get something within your grasp, tractor it to death,
And then tractor it some more.
and tractor it some more. And I believe it only has one of the, let us know. I mean, I'm hoping that Enhanced Propulsion's Trident and Tractor Technicians are combined of like 25 to 30 points.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a ridiculous combination.
Yep.
I would not mind running one ship with all 3 of these things and then just flying. I know with there is a rule, and I'll even look it up right now, to where how many epic ships combined with your squadrons you're allowed to take. It's in the rules somewhere. I think you have to have 50% of your points towards epic, and the rest have to be towards your squadrons. So finally, I found it. I know that 3 of these things is going to be 270 points because they're 90 points apiece. And I know in the rulebook requirements, it says you have to use half of your available squad points for one or a huge ship and their equipped upgrades. The other half has to be spent on your normal ships. So, but the other requirement is organizers can alter these requirements. So,
because the TO is the end all and be all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it can spend a maximum of half its available squad points on huge ships and their equipped upgrades. So, I mean, if I'm running an event, I'm sorry, I'm going to make it probably around like 300 points for your epic ships, just so I can run 3 of these things. I'm definitely buying 2. There's no way I'm not going to, and I'm probably going to buy 3, so that way if somebody else wants to play while I play 2, good luck with that. Yeah, there you go. So, that we covered everything. That's the whole shebang.
Yes, we did. And I think just from what I've seen so far, I'm very anxious to try this out on the mat and see what it can do. I really want to kick the tires on this one.
Yeah, I haven't even double checked. I could look right now. This thing's probably available in TTS already, or it's soon.
Paused.
Oh, I know. Or soon to be. It's going to be available within TTS.
Okay.
I can't wait to even try it. Robert and I are going to play against each other. I want to play against other people. I want people to play on stream while we stream it. At the store, I don't care. I definitely want to show
anybody out there
people.
Wants to throw it out on the board and leave us a message and say we'd like to stream it, we'll do it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know. We'll do the solo campaign. We'll do the actual campaign itself. We'll do everything when it comes to this ship. Yeah,
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun, and I like the fact that there's a solo mode.
Exactly. So, oh man, the multiple depletes combined with guns that don't always damage. Yeah, the Corsair Crew that I was thinking about earlier as well, because ships attack multiple times per round. This thing can easily assign so many. Where are you? Come on, nope. One more. Oh, of course I missed him. But yeah, with the Corsair Crew, you can continuously spend hits every time that you attack to assign something a deplete.
Right.
That way it never gets rid of depletes, no matter how many damn blue maneuvers it does. Yeah, there they are. So, yeah, drill beak, and you just keep depleting something.
Yep.
To make sure it never has an extra attack die. So, yeah, there you have it.
No.
Thank you, guys. Love doing videos like this. I'll say something. I know we're not Berto and Nims. We never tried to be. We never wanted to be. We're literally
we're Patrick and Padre.
We're Patrick and Padre.
We're totally different.
We're putting content on this channel because, it's an institution. It's been here since the beginning. We just wanted to put content out on it, because people were asking, where's Birdo and Nims? Can we put content down here? I mean,
Birdo and Nims are still alive.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
just living their lives. They've retired. They found a nice home together. They're fed 3 meals a day. They're taken out in the sun. They're watered. Their needs are taken care of.
Yeah, they're in
really
a nice farmhouse upstate.
Yep. We brought them to a nice farm for them to live out the rest of their lives.
Yeah. So the only reason I say this is because I'm struggling to figure out what the hell to do. We have 2 YouTube channels. We're putting content on this Sling Paint one. We're loading games on our Recon Specialist. Our Recon Specialist is getting more attention than Sling Paint, which is very weird to me.
Yes, and that's our fault because we're...
No, I don't mean attention from us. I mean attention from other people. People are liking that content. So, I mean... It's going to be where I'll just put the content on the Recon Specialist TV and just have that one channel. I know that's, I guess, a stupid move because, of course, Sling Paint has a lot more subscribers, but I mean, people are unsubscribing because clearly we were doing something wrong, and then also the view count's dropping. So, I mean, I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to make the community think that we're doing something to make ourselves bigger. We just wanted to put content out there because people liked coming to Sling Paint for content. If you guys don't want it, that's fine. I can easily stop putting content on there, leave the entire channel just up and running because there's still good content that Birdo and Nims have done over the years. A lot of entertaining videos. I've trouble letting things go. I'm sorry. I'm a hoarder of things that are nostalgic to me. I like watching old movies that I've seen thousands of times over again. ADHD and I guess OCD. I don't know. I'll have to ask my therapist about that one. I can't let things go. You can see behind me, I've got junk everywhere that I just can't throw away, even though I'm never using it. So again, leave a comment below if you've actually watched this late in the game and let us know. Because if all of a sudden we just start getting a bunch of hate, like please stop putting out content, you're not going to hurt my feelings. It's okay. You're not going to hurt Robert's feelings. You got to
tell us what you want.
Exactly.
You have to tell us what you want.
You got to communicate with us.
Yep.
But let's
read your mind.
Exactly. We already have other channels and other media that we can be doing stuff with. We just enjoy giving out all this information for you guys.
Yeah, we enjoy X-Wing, but we enjoy an awful lot of other games too.
I know, and I'm not ever out of ideas. I'm sorry to ramble on but I mean, even if all of a sudden I ask the community, hey, I want to get things out there. So if you have a video, if you have a channel, and you're just not getting the attention you desire, send me the video. I'll post it up to Sling Paint, and I'll put people to your channel. And if all of a sudden your channel blows up, then we've done something for the community. We've all of a sudden awakened them and said, hey, you guys don't even know this channel exists. Maybe you should go pay attention to it.
Yeah, it's not about making money. It's about making community.
Yeah,
that's what we're about. We're about making community, whether we're making the X-Wing community stronger or gaming in general stronger.
Yeah.
Whether it be X-Wing, World of Tanks, Memoir 44, Zombicide, whatever the game out there is, Aliens. We're just trying to make the gaming computer larger.
There you go. You're back. I resized the window and you disappeared.
So, with that, I think we should call it a day, sir.
Absolutely. So let us know what you want to do with Sling Paint Gaming TV. We'll take any ideas. And if you enjoy watching the videos, please let us know. Because, I don't know, it's just now to a point to where I wouldn't mind going to one channel. And I don't know if I want to go back to Recon Specialist TV permanently or move over to Sling Paint and rename it, because I know renaming Sling Paint Gaming is just going to kill the channel, so I don't even want to touch it. So, yeah, let us know.
So, with that...
Yep, we're going to move over to tanks.
Game casual?
Yeah, we're going to move over to tanks.
Yeah, we're going to do our next video, which is for tanks. So
exactly. All right, everyone. Have a good one.
See ya.
Later. And game casual.